Hey guys, the question of this video is, does Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak deserve the hate? Before starting with the content of this video, I would like to ask your opinion regarding this topic. And without further ado, we know that Monster Hunter Rise has received quite bad treatment, including myself thrashing this game. I still believe the way it was introduced was kinda crappy, as there was no endgame, and well, that part of the story is already well known, but after Sunbreak, 4 titled updates, and 5th around the corner, is it still that bad? One thing is what the professionals say about the game, and the other, the general perception. So yeah, I took a good amount of time reading these critiques. The good, the bad, the ugly, the great, and so on. In summary, those who say the game is excellent share that it is close to Monster Hunter for you, that it has less convoluted maps in comparison to World, that you can attack from every direction thanks to Wirebox. Even when some people say it is a 10 out of 10, something to remark is that the story doesn't really add to the game, as it is not the forte of this franchise, and this comment is found also with those who say it is a 7 out of 10 or even less. I agree with this one, but that goes for Capcom in general. The addition of new monsters is always welcomed and entertaining. Those who say the game is okay, decent, passable, state that while they weren't in World, some come from older entries like Freedom Unite, and something that picked up my interest here is that making builds in that game sounds quite intriguing, as it was a 100 plus piece puzzle, compared to Rise where it is a 9-piece puzzle. In these ranges we can find the classic difficulty comment: the game is easy, there is no challenge, and in general boring. Some others say that the game needs a crossover like they did in World with The Witcher 3, cool addition that has been around since Generation, and 3U. There are also several comparisons between World and Sunbreak regarding the number of monsters that they added in G Master Rank, going from 17 versus 27. We have 29 for the time being, and in Title Update 5, 31, 32. And those who say the game is just horrible, say that it has really difficult controls, clunky, overhyped, annoying music, dated, way too many mechanics. As you can see, these comments come from newcomers. And now those who have been in the franchise for a while. They added many new features, but they also took many away. From the 17 added monsters, 6 are variants, 7 are returning, and just 4 of them are new. It became repetitive as the first part of the expansion is just the same as Rise, and the second part is where they start throwing the new monsters. There is the returning comment about an unfinished game. Not as bad as the base, but still. Even when they are adding new monsters, they are just recycling the content of the previous game. There is no cross-save for those who move to PC. There is no cross-progression as Apex are non-existent and the Rampage is something forgotten. After all of this, what can I say? When I reviewed Sunbreak, I said that it was an 8.8, and I still believe it holds that. This coming from someone who didn't play World in its time, but I get what many people say, and I actually agree with those that say the game is a 3. As some of you told me to try World because it was way better, I decided to give it a try, and I felt something similar as what some people say here, but the other way around. As I started with Rise Sunbreak, I felt like World is just recycled. What I am trying to say is that, effectively, had I come from World, Sunbreak would have been kind of cheap, but also, I could debate that World is just the recycle of other entries, as I didn't start my journey in Monster Hunter with World or Rise, but Generations. To me, pretty much a newcomer that has also experienced some of the older games, and with 4U in my backlog, I get from where many comments come. Yeah, I do not agree with the way it has been released, but in overall, as the game is right now, I feel there are a good amount of options. However, it is kind of tiring as it is repetitive because of afflicted monsters. All in all, it doesn't really surprise me, mainly because of the company where this game comes. If you've been around in the world of games, Capcom tends to recycle a lot of their assets. I can put some examples of games that I have played from them. Look at Mega Man, Mega Man X. If Mega Man Zero has an actual ending unlike the other entries, it's because it wasn't developed by Capcom. You want another example? Look at Resident Evil. I believe that one important step is that many people need to take a look at the game for what it truly is, but also understand from where it is coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.